volume of a specific time, and then the point of control is wherever the most value is, and then it determines based on the volume, value area high, value area low. So anything above the value area high is considered like premium, and anything below value area low is considered, well, I think, yeah, anything below value area low is considered discount, and then anything between value area and high and value area low is like fair value.
Okay. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you guys heard that. I mean, it's really um, it's a volume tool, but you don't have to understand all that. Cam did all the hard work and programmed it for you. And all you have to do right now is just go and draw the value area. We also have automated tools if you just want it to trade automatically for you. It doesn't trade the value area, but is trading around it for the AI charts. But we just saw, right here around 7:30, price got stuck there. This is a large down move. Why did it stick there? We don't know. And then it sat there, couldn't break below it from 7:30 until 8:30. So bond open, we got a bullish rejection. We had this, double bottom, very thin bottom. And we are bearish. It's been a very bearish week. So they run through that. I think ultimately what happened is they probably ended up getting people trapped here. After reviewing the markets and price, I think we're still net bearish. But one of the things it was talking about was just overall news, and I think it was inflation data was another one that could be, um, you know, part of this pullback, and really just looks more routine of a pullback. It's a nice move, but when you look right here about London session 3 o'clock Central to 7:30, that was a very very large move. Let's just go from the high to the low. Yeah, that was about 65 points in ES, or almost a 1% move. So I mean, if we move 1% down and we've only moved 0.5% up, that's essentially a 50% retracement. So if we looked at this level here, we measured it. Let's just draw a new one. If we measured this level with a fib, all I'm really saying by that is this is probably a decent pullback. See, we haven't even got to 50% yet. So we went ahead and took off 2 contracts. We could even go ahead and move our stop into profit, something like that. And if it runs, great. And if not, then that's fine too. Because really, like I said, there's not a whole bunch of context for this long because the system is still majority short. So this I think is more problematic than an actual move. But if you're still short on the market, there could be some good areas to get in. I'd really like this 50. Anytime you can get a 50% discount on anything, you'd probably take it. So the markets work very similar. They're just markets. So I mean, structurally, this level looks good, about 50% of the value area. So if they could run that, again, the same thing that happened down here, where we get to this value area low and they spike it and then give a reversal. I would want to see about the same thing, maybe, at this 50% of the value area, maybe see them spike it and come back. I'd really like to see them get to this 68.34 level, just because that was the original level that the AI charts gave out this morning for shorts. And it's still in a short, actually. The AI charts are really, I think, one of the most powerful trading tools. If I'm not even being biased, but in my opinion, right, I think that the AI charts is the most powerful tool out there right now that's accessible, right? I mean, if you have $1 million to drop on data and information, you could probably get something that's a bit better. But for the price, I really don't think that there's anything that even comes close. What's up, Jonah? You think it's going to the hourly equal highs? Where are you seeing those equal highs at on the hourly? You talking about ES? But I was kind of looking for that same thing this morning. Like I had a line drawn here. You could see we had all these highs that they couldn't get through. Even after bond open, they couldn't get through them. They spiked that value area, and then that's when we got low. In Q. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. Yeah, that would definitely be a stretch. It's possible that's back at our value area high. So that's that, call it 25,100, but it's really like 25.97 is that high. But yeah, this is the value area for NQ. It just updated. So we're already, and this is what Cam was talking about a second ago. We're already essentially bearish on these markets. And kind of like I just described on ES, how I wanted to see, or I would expect to see, not necessarily want to see, but I would expect to see it want to get up to that high spike and then pull back to bearishness later today, maybe even clear the current weekly low. Because you could see we
Hold
still.
that. Looking at some of these GEX levels and stuff, like there's a very, very strong possibility that price will just squeeze up, especially if ES crosses 6,900, which is quite, it's a little far away from where we are now.
Yeah.
But like, it's the only trouble thing with Fridays, because sometimes Fridays end up being these days where you just have that push down and then we grind up for the rest of the day. So
Right.
I think it's very much still up in the air. Like we could very easily start running aggressively bullish, because that's the problem with like having like an extreme GEX is that it amplifies moves in either direction.
Yeah.
So it could be like this crazy upward push or crazy downward push. We don't really know.
Yeah. ES
you know what I mean?
just gave that heavy pullback.
Yeah.
Yeah, NQ seems to be the more bullish one out of the three.
Yeah.
It's wanting to hold, but things could change at any moment. But we did spike that value area already. And now we spiked this level, and we still have a nice little double bottom that was formed right at bond open.
Yeah.
They didn't spike at all, so yeah, I think at this point the overall consensus is it's probably just too close to call.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm leaning that we'll just run bullish, even though I'm in a short trade, but I'll just hold my stops, and then if I get ran, I'll be done for the day.
Right. Yeah, I'm glad I stayed away. Yesterday wasn't bad. Really, even today wasn't bad. But also, I feel like when you get that, when you get such a heavy London, like London, just measuring it, that was a 1% move.
Yeah, I know it was big.
So it's
It
like
was big for sure.
a lot of times you get that chop,
Yeah.
or
Yep.
I feel like if you were just gauging it from probability, the most common one you see is, okay, well, if London is like 1%, then New York is generally kept in a consolidation. And then I feel like the second highest probability is when you see a London minus 1% move, the next likely thing that you see is a New York V shape. You see that full recovery.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the least probable, or what you see the least amount of the time, is where London dumps and then New York slight pullback, full dump again. I don't know. I wonder what the raw data would have to say about that. That's just what my heart tells me.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
But the heart will deceive above all else. Badman, what session is good? All sessions are good. For AI charts, they're all good. The AI charts, it does a review of every single. Oh, we're getting some volume on ES. But all the sessions are good for AI charts. Because of where I'm located in the US, I'm more inclined to trade New York, but like you just saw, London had a a 1% move. AI charts was actually, and I have a young son, so I'm still waking up a lot in the night to feed him and take care of him. And so I was reading the AI charts this morning. It actually gave that trade during the London session. So, I mean, but I've also seen it give great trades during New York. So I wouldn't narrow it down to one session. Or look, let's see. Okay. This was at 8:17 p.m. last night when it gave the short. And I didn't see it till about probably 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I still could have participated. But I mean, so it's not session based, because the market is just, it's too dynamic to narrow down. There are things like, I think with Forex, it's probably a lot more sensitive to the session that you're trading. In US markets, I mean, generally, if you just had to say, okay, what's rule of thumb, the best one, it's going to be New York. Cam, you ended up getting in along.
Nah, I'm just gonna leave my shot. I should have, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try
Yeah.
trace it up, chase it down. If I get stopped out, I'll just call it a day.
Yeah, I don't blame you. I'm out too. I'm not touching anything else, I don't think. At this point, you're gonna have to do London to New York. Yeah, I mean, you can do that. The only thing I would say is just from my personal experience. You want to keep your trading sessions pretty short if you can, like an hour or so. I mean, maybe trade for an hour in London or splice it up, because man, it's just so hard, especially if you have TikTok and social media these days. Our attention spans are so short, and you don't realize it, but your focus will drop pretty quick, and you're not even realizing it. So I wouldn't like just dive in and sit.
Definitely doesn't make you a better trader to sit on the charts for 8 hours a day.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Man, yeah, ES is begging me to get in. It's begging. I'm just watching the volume here too, and it slammed more volume in at 68.66. They had 3 big bubbles of volume come in at 68.74-ish. So there's definitely people participating right now.
Hey, bro, I gotta run, but I will catch you next week.
All right, bro. I'm gonna look at
Peace.
I'm gonna look at that thing and see if I can find anything more on the dates, but I'll just let you know.
Sounds good, bro.
All right.
Sounds good, brother. Catch you later.
Later.
All right, catch y'all later. Later. You have a good weekend.
You too.
You
Bro.
too. Cheers. Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right, y'all. So I marked that out. You can see value area high, value area low. Batman, you got a free trial? Nice. Let's go. Did you just sign up for it? If you did, we need to see you in the Discord. That way you can ask some questions. There'll probably be a lot if you're just starting it with a free trial. But we have education too. We've been updating a lot, so there's not a full updated course on AI charts. But, you can figure out a lot by yourself. Or, like I said, I would ask questions in the Discord. Our Discord access is only $2. But if you get the free trial, obviously it comes with it. It comes with it. I'm actually excited to test out my new microphone. All right, so I think last time you guys were running something called HT. Yeah, so it's called the HTF. It's the higher time frame breakdown. It's the higher time frame analysis. So that's the thing. Yeah, it is good with AI charts. It's actually one of the backbones. So AI charts is like 7 or 8 agents. So each agent is it's focuses on a specific task and provides information, and then at the end, all that information is summarized again with AI. So AI charts is the HTF. One of the agents is an HTF agent. So it's only looking at, okay, what are the probabilities based on historical movement of where price is going to go? And right, so there's a HTF agent, there's an options level agent, there's a volume level agent, there's a market structure level agent, there's a risk management agent, there is an entry model agent. So and it combines all those things into one system. So that's why it's so powerful. But yeah, to answer your question, the HTF tool is programmed into it. But all right, y'all. ES seems to be getting a little bit more flat. So I think it's probably better to trade around 10:30. Give this thing 30, 45 minutes to chop around, see what happens. But it was good being back on TikTok. I finally didn't get a warning this morning. So we will most likely not be using Microsoft Edge any longer. Maybe we'll do a quick stream, see if that's the bug. But I'm going to go about the rest of my day. Appreciate you guys being here. Hope you were able to catch that ES long with us. Wasn't much. We caught 2 contracts and it came back, took us out in profit. But all right, y'all. Have yourselves a great rest of the day. We'll talk with you soon.